Hey everyone, you're still here on Bonus Stage Plus, and we are having another friend drop by. Actually, this time it is a friend of the show, even back when she was still working with us at 99.5 Play FM. Let me introduce the one, the only, the very lovely Sarah Carlos. Thank you for being on the show.
What's up?
Long
Hi,
time no
everyone.
see. Long time no see.
Well, we're still not really seeing each other. We're doing Zoom. This is like the new normal. But
yeah.
hi, Billy. How have you been?
I've been good. I've been doing this, and now, of course, you're part of the show. I mean,
know. I'm so happy to be here.
It's kind of weird that, you know, back when you were still with Play FM, I kept on bugging you, like, when are you going to come guest on the bonus stage so we can talk about video games? And now it's happening, sort of.
Well,
but
you
hey.
never really invited me to the show, but I remember every Sunday, like after my shift, we would talk about video games all the time.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's start things off, and I know that a lot of people are curious about this, but what have you been up to lately?
I had a joke, but I'm not gonna say it anymore. I have just been streaming. I've been here in LA. I wouldn't want to say I've been stuck here because I'm having fun being here, but I've been busy doing content, posting videos on YouTube, and my Instagram not so much, but I have been kind of like fixing my social media online presence. And I've been happy lately with it because I'm actually just doing something that I really love and believe in. So yeah, I guess you could say it's still pretty much the same for me because of my line of work. But other than that, I've just been playing video games and exercising.
Yeah, still pretty much the Sarah I know. Just, you know,
Yeah,
transplanted.
Sarah, you know.
Transplanted to a different location. You know, I hope things are going well for you there over in California. And which leads me to my next question, because I never really got to ask you about this, because of course, we do talk about video games a lot whenever we encounter each other at work. But, and I guess at parties I also never got to ask you about this, but here's the chance is finally here. What is your history with gaming? Like, how did you start out? Who introduced you to it? How's that trajectory been going for you?
Okay, so my history with gaming has been like I played video games as a kid. I had the PS1, I had the Game Boy Color. I remember from the Game Boy I used to play Pokemon a lot. Yeah, so so growing up I was no stranger to playing video games. Even with the phone, the Snake. Remember the Nokia 3210? My favorite game there was the Snake, and I would just try to get my Snake the longest as possible. Wait, 39. Anyways, so yeah, my history with video games has been pretty. It's legit. You could say it's legit. But it was only recently that I started streaming. Not for anything. I didn't get into this thinking, you know, I'm gonna do this professionally or whatever, but it's just really something fun. I've always wanted to try it, and well, I'm having fun with it. So yeah, my history has been
into my next question.
Game Boy. Sorry, what?
That actually does lead into my next question.
Oh, what is it?
Which, you know, how did you get into streaming?
Oh, well, it was a team effort. Me and my boyfriend, Aki, he really wanted me to try streaming. And for me, I honestly was too shy because I'm going to be completely honest. I was kind of scared with how, I guess you could say gatekeeping. I've heard rumors of gatekeepers of the community. Oh, yeah. Even like people saying
that
like,
happens.
Oh, like, you play this and you're already a girl streamer, yeah, right? Like, you get me? And I admit I'm not good at first-person shooting games. I really am not good at first-person shooting games. But I guess I always knew I liked adventure games like Kingdom Hearts. But it was really through gaming that I realized, oh, you know, I could play normal games like Animal Crossing or like my other adventure games, but it's also because of streaming that I've kind of dove into games like The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima. And if I wasn't really streaming, I wouldn't really be playing these type of games because, you know, they didn't really pique my interest. But because I tried The Last of Us, I started to realize, oh, you know, Kingdom Hearts isn't the only game I can play. I can play other games as well and have fun with it. So yeah, like I've just been, you know, introduced to it by my boyfriend, and now we're actually posting videos on YouTube.
And it also feels like you've got this entire community behind you, also interacting with you in real time whenever you play, right?
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised with that. Like, because of what I do for a living, I'm pretty used to, what do you call this? I'm pretty used to being, I guess you could just say, objectified, like guys would,
or being in the public eye. I guess that would be a milder term to put it.
Being like a pretty girl or whatever, you're kind of objectified to that. And for me, I was just happy to see that, you know, like meeting the OG gang from Twitch. They were very nice to me, and you know, they didn't make me feel so weird. They weren't, you know, I guess if I may be so honest, they weren't perverts and everything. So I was like really happy that, you know, this community is so wholesome and so nice. They were very friendly to me. So that's what made me keep on streaming.
That's cool. That's cool. On a personal note, that's kind of the same experience I've had. So I've tried to like be a little more active and be more consistent, and for some reason I actually am now friends with like a good bunch of Australian fighting game players because of what I've been doing lately. So yeah, it does lead to meeting some really cool people on the internet. And the next question is, what games do you usually gravitate towards whenever you stream? Like, what do you play whenever you stream? Is it something specific? Do you have a certain niche, or do you go with whatever you feel like, or whatever's recently released or hot out there right now?
Well, I guess you could say I'm kind of like a teenager streamer. I am very experimental right now. I would play whatever game, even the horror games, because I don't feel as scared anymore playing them, because I have, you know, people with me in the chat. So I feel like I'm not as lonely, even if it's just, you know, 10 people watching, 5 people watching. I'm having fun with it.
Cool. So just basically a little bit of everything right now.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
And of course, before our interview started, I saw that you're playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah,
and that's something that like I'm also very knee deep in right now. And
what part are you at? What part are you at already?
I've gotten to the 3rd island already.
Oh, nice.
Okay, without spoiling too much, but anyway, regarding that, how do you find the game so far? What are your thoughts on it?
I honestly love it. I mentioned this a while ago just at my stream that I was not a fan of open world games. Maybe because I kind of have ADD. I can't focus on one thing for too long. I prefer things to be linear. And with an open world, it's like I kind of feel overwhelmed with all the little tasks you have to do. But I don't know, I guess I just matured as a gamer, and over time, instead of being overwhelmed by it, it became like a sort of to-do checklist where I'm like, I feel a sense of gratitude or a sense of accomplishment whenever I finish a quest. So it's been really fun. So with me, I love Ghost of Tsushima. Honestly, you could say that it's the reason why I like or am so willing to try open world games right now. And story-wise, I mean, I mentioned this already. I feel like it could be a Hollywood movie with how it's made and everything.
But it's something you could play, of course.
Yeah, exactly. It's something you could play. It's something that you're actually involved in.
That you're actively interacting with. And that's a very good insight on Ghost of Tsushima, because a lot of people, myself included, are kind of burnt out on open world games. It's like every year there's a new one coming out. It's, you know, X installment of this series. I can't relate
to that yet. This is my first open world game.
But that gets to the point, it's arriving to my point where that game is just really doing something special, that it's pulling people who don't play open world games into open world games, and at the same time, it pulls people who were burnt out on that particular kind of game back into it. So, you know, people are just gravitating towards it, and I think that Sucker Punch Productions did a really, really good job.
Yeah, they
with
did.
it.
I think this is Sucker Punch's very first game, right? Sucker Punch is a new company.
They've been around. They've been around since the PS2 days, at least from my memory. I mean, they did Sly Cooper and Infamous. Anyway, next question, and this is gonna still deal with your stream. And I know this is something that
I'm ready.
This is something that we got to run into sooner or later, especially since you did mention it earlier on. How do you deal with negativity? Because, you know, it's the internet after all. Like, people being mean to you on stream, saying weird things.
You know what? The thing that I can remember the most, I don't know, I feel like there are just a lot of trolls on Twitch. But I'm probably not the best person to talk to about this because I've developed a pretty thick skin since my acting days of Pangako Sayo, when I was like the third wheel in the love triangle. So I'm a lot more like, there are times where people would tell me, why aren't you offended? That's something offensive. And it's because I've kind of developed a very thick skin early on in the industry. So for here, whenever like there are trolls, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have my mods. Shout out to Marsh, Vincent, to the OG gang, Rashmitani, Deba, Jennifer, Fancy Lala, to everyone. They've been really taking good care of the chat, and they've been making sure, like, they have this saying, we protect, we attack. Like, they've been very protective of me of any form of negativity that's happening in the chat. But so far, like, the worst thing I've ever experienced are, like, someone was hitting on me on the chat, and they could delete messages. So sometimes I don't even know any negativity that's happening. But I guess the worst is also just trolls. You know, people just trying to get an emotion out of you.
Get a rise out of you. Trying to rile you up.
Yeah, get a rise out of you. But for me, I'm like, honestly, I'm too busy playing that I sometimes don't even know what the trolls are saying. So I've been pretty good. Like, I would say it's just something you have to take in stride and not let it affect you too much and everything. So yeah.
You also come with with pre-installed armor already before you even started this. Just
because I've been in the industry already for quite a while, so I'm kind of used to it. Like, it's nothing new for me.
Which
if anything, streaming is actually like the friendliest avenue I have of being in the public. Like, I feel like I have really a community in Twitch as opposed to Instagram and, you know, Facebook.
Other platforms.
Other platforms.
Which how would I put this? It does make me curious, like, with your experience acting and just developing that thick skin against all sorts of negativity, how helpful do you think that showbiz experience was coming into streaming? Let's say on a scale of 1 to 10.
27. 27 times 1 million. Like, it really was helpful.
That's a really high defense value right there.
It really was helpful. I mean, there are... You would be, because I posted my Last of Us videos. I think I posted the last of Us videos, and you would just be surprised with how defensive people are, or how much they either like the game or hate the game. And for me, it's more like, maybe I'm a noob. I'm such a noob to it, but for me, I really like the game. And sometimes I'm not even starting a fight, but they're like, why do you like the game? Blah, blah, blah. And they would get mad, and I'd be like, what? I got this. But yeah, I'd be like, I don't know. It's a person. I like it. I had fun playing it. So yeah, I mean, those moments I kind of like can't believe how defensive people can be. But other than that, you know, it's been very, I don't know. I take everything in stride. I just don't let it affect me.
Everything's real chill and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's this I would say, little catchphrase that I've been trying to follow on whatever bonus stage related work I've been trying to do, and it's play what makes you happy, and clearly you're doing that. So
yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
please extend, please say hi to your mods for me, and thank you for taking care of Sarah.
Aw, guys, thank you for taking care of me.
All right, next question. As a streamer and, you know, as someone who's already had experience like in the entertainment industry, what do you think makes someone entertaining to watch? Let's say, yeah, as a streamer.
Oh, honestly, like, I would watch Twitch, I would. And I always gravitate towards Dead by Daylight. But I don't know, like, I've watched, I'm mostly on YouTube as well, like the Rad Brad.
Is it something in the games they play, or is it something about the streamer's personality that you gravitate towards or you find entertaining about them?
Honestly, if I really think about it, it's because I discovered them because of the games I want to see. Like, and for me, I kind of like even in Dead by Daylight, I would discover streamers because of Dead by Daylight, not because of the streamers and the game. You get me? So I gravitate towards. Lately, I gravitate towards game where I feel like I'm a good gamer. Like, for example, Dead by Daylight, I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually like fixing a generator. Oh my goodness, I actually escaped from a trial. And it's like with Dead by Daylight, it's my number one because it's a game I play with other players, and I don't feel like a sucky player, especially if I'm the only one who gets to escape a trial.
Something that gives you, let's say, a fighting chance, basically, right?
Yeah, exactly. Games that give me a fighting chance. Like here with Ghost of Tsushima, I recently have been playing it on lethal mode, and I mean, I still die, but wow, whenever I beat a boss on lethal mode, I'm like, oh my god, I am not a noob. I don't know. It's just something very fun for I guess a young streamer like me, or a young gamer again for me to experience, because the last console I owned prior to the PS4 is a PS2. So there was this big lag like in college, because you know I had to study, like I wouldn't really have time to play video games. So to be able to play video games again and to actually, I guess, still have those reflexes a bit, it's been really fun, yeah.
It takes practice. I mean, clearly the practice for you is paying off, because you're playing lethal mode and taking down bosses, and I gotta tell you, the boss fights in Ghost of Tsushima are intense, right?
Yeah, they are. They are. You know what I realized while I was streaming? I curse way too much.
That's all right. That's all right. Whenever I'm on my personal Twitch, I'm a little more loose. If I have to stream through, let's say, the bonus stage Facebook page, that's where I have to actually shut up. But of course, because, well, standards and stuff. But anyway,
I can't tell you how many times I've told the stream, okay guys, we're gonna try to not curse, and then like 5 minutes in, there.
You know, certain 4-letter words, basically.
Yeah.
All right, and down to my last question. You know, we are running on somewhat limited time, as much as I'd love to continue talking.
Oh, no problem. I have to get back to streaming anyways.
Oh, yes. To your viewers, I'm apologies for keeping Sarah
no,
from
no,
you.
No, it's fine, it's fine. It's actually
she'll get back to her game shortly. All right, so of course, we're gonna have a young audience watching this, basically, and you know, a lot of them might even have like dreams of getting into streaming. Maybe not particularly as dreams, but hey, maybe I could try this out too. So,
yeah,
as someone who's already been doing this for a while and finding some degree of success in it, do you have any advice for anyone looking to get into streaming?
Don't do it. I don't want the competition. I'm kidding. No, honestly, it pays to be kind. Honestly, be nice. And I'm not saying that it's like to be fake, but just be nice, because everyone in this community is nice, and you're not gonna get very far with a bad attitude. Have fun with it. Play games that you like, and people will eventually discover you, but also at the same time, dive into the what should I say? Dive into what's hot right now. Like, for example, The Last of Us. I just decided to play The Last of Us Part 1 simply because I saw the hype that was being put towards The Last of Us 2. And for me, I kind of, in a sense, just wanted to be a responsible gamer, if you may, because I decided, let's play Part 1 so that I understand what I'm getting into. So there's really something amazing that can come out of you trying something new and diving into what everyone is talking about, because you start to realize, oh my goodness, apparently I like games like this. You start to discover more about yourself. It's not that different from, trying things as a teenager, because that's how you discover who you are as a person. By trying different games, you discover who you are as a gamer and as a streamer, and how many curse words you could say in one stream. So,
or how expansive
honestly,
your vocabulary is.
Yeah, my vocabulary is through the roof right now. Anyway, so yeah, be kind, try different things, but do the things that play the games that make you happy. If after 1 hour you're not enjoying the game, there's no shame in not finishing it. Don't force yourself to keep playing it. I mean, I'm bad at Call of Duty, and there's no shame in me not playing that game.
I'm terrible at Call of Duty too. That's pretty much on record already. So, yeah, really, really handy advice. And I like that you said to, of course, play what makes you happy at the same time, but also remember to challenge yourself every now and then. Who knows, you might actually find something you like, or, just try to diversify whenever you can.
1 hour, play it for an hour, tops, see if it's good. If it's not, then move on to the next.
This is why I'm glad demos exist.
Yeah, and of course, you could also borrow from your friends. Just borrow it for an hour, and if you like it, buy it for yourself. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're not trying to spend money we don't have right now.
Yeah, and thankfully, yes. Thank the heavens for the existence of video games, because trying to maintain your sanity in especially these crazy times we live in is a tall order. And with that, where can people find you on the internet?
Okay, so you can find me, my OnlyFans is, I'm kidding. So yeah, my Twitch is, just edit that out if it's not allowed. Anyways, my Twitch is twitch.tv/Sarah Carlos. My Facebook is fb.com/whenIsaySarah. My Instagram is @carlos.sarah. And yeah, I think that's all. And my YouTube is Sarah Carlos. I post videos about video games and fitness content, beauty, so whatever.
That's an interesting mix.
Oh, also we have Discord, by the way. We have a Discord account. You can discover my Discord through my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Sarah Carlos.
Awesome. Discord's a huge help these days also. I mean, of course, given that the situation that we're in. But yeah, Discord, which reminds me, I need to fix the bonus stage Discord server. But with that, Sarah, thank you so much for dropping in on the show. It's been fun having you as a guest and getting to talk to you and being able to catch up on behalf of everyone at Play FM for on behalf of the entire team. We miss you too. And with that, of course, that has been Bonus Stage Plus. You can find us online. We are at 905PlayFM on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, a bunch of platforms. As for yours truly, that is _Burns, also across a bunch of platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. And of course, this very show has its own Facebook page. That's fb.gg/bonusstage905. And of course, we will see you next time.